But as I start to come back to him, somebody's making me really dizzy, and I feel like I want to hit the floor. Does anybody recognize that? All right, I'm going to leave that for a minute because that's like so strong. And it could just be the energy from one of the older generations drifting in and out, me feeling their health, so that's okay. Okay, good. All right, I'm asking him to step forward. All right, good. I'm getting the pain again of the heart attack. All right, he's taking me back to where he was giving me the May birthday before, because that's where we stopped before I started to feel her cancer. Do you understand? So I have to have him make me feel where we were before I continue, because I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything that he was trying to say to me in the transition of taking her, when she was like, I'm coming through first, and he kind of just stepped right out of the way, and you're like, okay. And he was fine with it. It wasn't a big deal. And sometimes that'll happen because somebody might be already losing their energy. Sometimes it could just be a strong personality. There's a lot of things, a lot of reasons that happens. Could be he just said go right ahead, which is fine. How old's your daughter that's here that he was validating the May birthday? Because he keeps saying to me, something about her growing. All I heard was 2 words. I'm asking him to repeat it. Oh, she's growing up to be such a beautiful woman. Okay, good. Good. I got it. There's a woman standing behind him. So I'm going to wait until that person announces themselves to me, okay? And who's the maternal energy that you lost? Grandmother energy. I'm being told grandmother energy. Do you understand? So I'm going to wait for it because there's a maternal energy stepping in behind him. I feel like it's like a mother to him. Do you understand? Perfect. So that's how I know it's a grandmother to you. So whether grandmother, great-grandmother, it just means that she's present with him and I'm starting to feel her. So I'm going to just ask him to start talking. I think one of the reasons why he was trying to validate your daughter, not only is because it's her birthday this month, so it's his way of saying happy birthday to her, but it's also the fact that he's watching over the family. So it's just the very first thing that he had a chance to talk about. Do you understand? You feel like you didn't have a chance to say goodbye to him the way you wanted to, but I feel like you've tried to say your goodbyes since then. Do you understand? Your mom is still here? He keeps saying to me she's still here. Were they tied in marriage when he crossed? Because he's showing me the gold wedding rings, okay? When there is a spouse on the other side and there's a spouse still here, they'll show me the gold wedding ring tie. It's their way of saying they're the only one who's gone in spirit, but they're still tied in marriage before the crossing happens. Do you understand? Okay, perfect. Now, if they take them and turn them black and separate them, that means there's some kind of separation or divorce, okay? That's all it is. So they're keeping them gold still, so it's just his way of validating to me that they were still tied in marriage, okay? She's having some health issues. She keeps saying to me, tell my daughter I said that I've been with her, that I see what's going on with her health, and she needs to know that I've been standing beside her and I've been watching over her. And I know that they're really worried about what's happening with her health, and know she has the concerns of how long she's going to have her as well. Do you feel that okay? Okay. This is just his way of saying that he wants you to not worry. He wants you to enjoy the time that you have with her. It's also his way of validating to you that when that time comes, for her to then actually go and be on the other side with God, that he's going to be there with her, there for her with open arms. Do you understand it? I feel you already knew that in your heart, that he would be there for her. Do you understand? They've been married a long time before he passed. How long were they married? Because he keeps, did you see my fingers? I kept saying 40 the whole time. I was just waiting for you to say it. She saw me. I just kept getting 40, 40, 40, meaning it's their way of giving me longevity, which is 40 or over, and I feel like it's 40 or just over. Do you understand it? And I kept getting this, 40, 40. Perfect. So it's just his way of validating to me, because he keeps saying to me that they were married for a long time. Was it their first marriage? Because I get the wedding ring tie, and I get one ST, and that's how I know it's his way of validating to me it's their first marriage. Do you understand it? Perfect. Who has his watch? You guys have some of his stuff, but not all of it. Do you understand? Meaning some of it's been given away. So even though I know you don't recognize it, I know it was given to somebody. So I'm just going to leave it because he makes me feel like his stuff is separated between several people. Does that make sense to you? Perfect. Good. You watch over your mom? Is he saying to me, tell her I said thank you for helping to take care of her still. Let her know that I see everything that's happening. Do you understand it? Who's Michael? Hold on a minute. Does anybody recognize the name Michael? I have somebody trying to step in with that name. Do you recognize it? Okay, so I'm going to leave it. It just means I might be coming to you next. Do you understand? Okay, because he's standing here and I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden there's a gentleman just over his left shoulder behind him, and he keeps saying to me his name is Michael. Do you understand that? Perfect. Huh? It's okay. It might be someone that he was named after, but stepping in just behind him, or it could be that's what he chose for people to call him, Mike or Michael instead of Stephen. Do you understand it? Perfect. So I'm just going to leave him for a minute, okay? Is that somebody you were hoping for as well? Okay. Remember how I felt like I was going to stay here for a little bit? Good. Good. Perfect. So it just means that I'm feeling him. Do some people call him Mike or Michael? That's okay. He just makes me feel like I want to call him Mike. He just makes me feel like I want to call him Mike. And sometimes what they'll do is, instead of making me feel their proper name or what the family called them, they'll make me feel what their friends called them. And he makes me feel like I want to call him Mike. So I'm just going to leave it until he starts talking, okay? He's been gone for quite some time. So he's saying to me, I've been gone for a long time. It's nice to say hi to her. It just means that there's family members still here that he wants to pass messages to as well. Do you understand it? Perfect. But I'm going to finish talking to her dad first, okay? But he's already trying to get my attention. Perfect. Good. I'm asking him what else he wants to say about his wife. He keeps saying to me that he wants you to give a kiss to her from him. And he wants her to know that he is at peace. And that he keeps saying to me, I really miss them and I know they miss me. But it's nice to be here with the family that I have waited so long to see before. Meaning the people that passed before him. Do you understand? But it's also his way of validating that he's watching over the family, not only about validating about her health and making me feel the connection between the two of them and his chance to say hello to you, but also about your daughter. Even though I know there's other children and grandchildren. Do you understand it? Perfect. But you're the only one sitting in front of me, so you're going to be the person that gets the message. And then whatever you choose to pass to everybody else, then that's perfectly fine, okay? Okay. I'm asking him what else he wants to say really quick. I see the peaceful wings in front of his chest. That's how I know they're going to be pulling him out in a minute or two. He's saying to me he didn't expect to go. That it was sudden for him and sudden for everybody else. But he's giving me the sign and he's making me feel that even though the heart attack hit him so hard and it happened so suddenly that there wasn't a chance to say goodbye to anybody, he's also making me feel like there's some kind of protection and coverage with this, meaning he didn't have to feel everything that he should have felt in that moment because they took his soul so quickly. And he keeps saying to me, I had to make sure I said that to my daughter before I left because I was hoping it would give her some peace. Do you understand? Perfect. Good. Was he one of your main people you were hoping for? Because he keeps saying to me, I was at the top of her list. Do you understand it? Was he number one? Perfect. Because he kept saying, even though she has this long list, he kept making me feel, kept saying, I'm at the top of her list, and I feel like I want to put him here, and then everyone else kind of goes underneath. It just means that all three of you had a chance to hear from the main person that you wanted to hear from, which is wonderful. I know there's so many other people here that would love a chance to communicate with you, but for some reason, he's just the only one stepping in today. And that's perfectly fine, okay? Tell her I love her. Tell her not to worry about me. You worry about him? Why, honey? He's with God. What greater place to be? If God said tomorrow you're coming home, I'd be like, packing my bags now. I wouldn't want to leave my husband, but I would be ready. Do you know? But he keeps saying to me, tell her not to worry about me. I know she worries about me. To understand it. You know what I think it is? I just think you miss him so much, and it's just more the longing. And you just wanted to know that he was at peace, and you just worry about what he's doing and if he's okay. Do you understand? You have your answer now. Because he keeps saying to me, she knows now that I'm at peace and I'm okay. And I had to say that to her for that reason. Do you understand that? Perfect. He's starting to go. He's passing me nothing but loving energy. He kept saying, you have to hug my daughter. So he's having me hug you from him. Aw, good. Okay. Now, even though I'm feeling Michael, I might be coming back to him, but they're making me stand up. So either I'm going to get another long line of names, or they're going to have me move somewhere else for a minute.